Fappening happened this year where a group of hackers, or maybe one hacker, we don't really know at this point, hacked into iCloud accounts of certain celebrities and then proceeded to leak nude photos and images on the internet of these celebrities. Every headline included Jennifer Lawrence, and Jennifer Lawrence, of course, was extremely upset about this and spoke to Vanity Fair about how she felt about the leak. And she said the following: "Every single thing that I tried to write made me cry or get angry. I started to write an apology, but I don't have anything to say I'm sorry for. I was in a loving, healthy, great relationship for 4 years. It was long distance, and either your boyfriend is going to look at porn or he's going to look at you." Chances are he's going to look at both. But anyway.
I got news for you. Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah. But yeah, she's exactly right. It's really, really well put.
So the second comment, I think, was probably the more controversial one. She says, "It's not a scandal. It's a sex crime. It is a sexual violation. It's disgusting. The law needs to be changed, and we need to change. That's why these websites are responsible. Just the fact that somebody can be sexually exploited and violated, and the first thought that crosses someone's mind is to make profit from it."
I don't find an ounce of controversy in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think what I was just going to say is that we all agree that, of course, they shouldn't have hacked in. Of course, they shouldn't have leaked it. There might be slight disagreement as to whether people should have looked at it or not. There's a huge camp, obviously, on the internet who says, "Hey, man, it's not my problem, it's their problem." Or they find an excuse to make themselves feel better. "Oh, they shouldn't have taken the pictures in the first place. They should know that everything in the world is going to get hacked," right? So is there a principled point to make that you, as an individual, think globally, act locally, don't actually look at the picture?
No, there's no real argument to me. That's not to me. That's an unimportant question. Mm-hmm. Like, do we publish it? Do people make money on it? I mean, people can look at it. It's okay. It's less of a violation of her. But anyway, no one's going to know. Like, if no one knows, it doesn't matter, right? So the issue really is, can people make money from it, and can we make this? She says it's a crime. Can we criminalize this in a way that actually has some teeth to it that would prevent this from happening?
Slash, can we ever catch any hacker in the world?
Yeah, and the answer I was going to say
is that amazing?
Probably not.
It is amazing. No, I thought that the more amazing part of this story was just this disconnect between those who argue against the NSA spying on us, but argue in favor of what the hackers did, right? The people that
who's in favor of what the hackers did?
It's a lot of people that are probably watching the show right now that will make the argument that, hey, these women are the ones, I'm not lying to you, these women are the ones that took the naked pictures, it's their fault, they should have known that if it gets uploaded to the cloud, then of course people are gonna hack into it and they're gonna obtain it. And it's just so interesting because those are also the same individuals who are outraged at what Edward Snowden leaked to us about the NSA indiscriminately spying on us. Why is it that you're not okay with that, but you're okay with violating the privacy of specific individuals like Jennifer Lawrence? I just don't get it.
This got really heavy all of a sudden. I have two things to say. One is I didn't know what fappening was. I didn't actually know what to fap was.
Neither did I.
Which is great. And then second, I'm really glad that when I was taking nude pictures with my boyfriend, everything's on film, so nothing's digital. And I don't think he has it in to like scan them all in.
Oh, so that's from the old days?
Yeah. The pictures were taken circa 2000.
Oh, okay. That's old school.
Okay. No, I know. No, and it was like with the camera.
That's you at 20.
That's me at 20. Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
So they're out there. I always wondered if you would do something weird with them, but it's like whatever. I mean, I'm 20. Like, if anything, I would want nude pictures of me 20 out there. It looked good. It did.
Better than leaking them today.
It's so bad. So bad.
Did you look at them?
Her pictures?
No.
The
celebrity photos.
Celebrity photos, yes. So this is, I accidentally looked at them.
How could you?
I know. No one believes me, and you're right not to believe me. I wouldn't believe me.
Did you not look at them?
No, I didn't. I don't know whether I searched and couldn't find them. Right. But I don't care. I don't have that much. I mean, I got a lot of flaws. I could outflaw this table. I
will outflaw
this table, but that just didn't appeal to me. Like, I don't want to see pictures of naked people who don't want to be seen. Like, that's not the fun part for me. You know, like I want people who are like, you know, they're in these sort of hideously debasing poses because they want it. You know, then I'm into it, right? Or they were being paid.
So, yeah, no, I accidentally looked at them because someone I know had pulled them up. Like, hey, look at all these pictures. And I didn't know that it was a leak. And then like 2/3 of the way through, so I saw a lot of the pictures. I was like, wait a minute. Why are these pictures publicly available?
Right.
Right?
Well, these are stars and they're naked.
Right. And so then I realized, oh, somebody hacked and leaked and yada. But I continued to look at the pictures. So I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Okay. So but after I had time to think about it, I was like, right, I didn't look at the Aaron Andrews pictures. I shouldn't have looked at these pictures.
Yeah, I didn't do that either. Yeah. Well, I think the difference is so dramatic. This is the government of the United States of America and what they do and the responsibility they have and the enormous unfettered power that they have makes checking them, to me, a different ballgame. You know, we have it in the Donald Sterling story also, and the Sony story, all these things. And you know, we had that one conversation about what was in the Sony leak. Some of it's super interesting. I've gone down a rabbit hole with it. I did 28 minutes last week where I'm looking at, they said these things about Angelina Jolie, and then you realize, I don't care about this, right? I don't care that sort of an unpleasant, high-powered producer is in a fight with Angelina Jolie, and I'm reading his side of it. What do I care? I'm sure, you know what? He seems like a dick too, you know. And I bet she'd have interesting things to say about him. But why am I in their feud? But like with the Donald Sterling thing, this was to me a really sort of a good debate, because if you and I we agree that publishing the information from the Sony hack was probably wrong, although some of it very clearly newsworthy, right? And so I'm a little torn on it. But Donald Sterling, no, I think you can have the opposite point of view. And if in the Sony emails that we're referencing around, which had the references to Barack Obama and whether that was, you know, and they said it's just silly things about him, right? But if they'd used the N-word, I would definitely find it newsworthy, no question. So I think you can't have just oh my God, these are private conversations and we can't use them. I think that those didn't rise to the level, but if they'd been worse, then they would have.
Well, here's my concluding thought, which is that whatever I have read in leaked emails or seen in leaked photos, since I was not supposed to see them in the first place, I don't hold it against those people. So if I saw some email from an executive somewhere that was not flattering, I say, I didn't see it, okay? I try to have the best I can, I do the best I can in having that frame of mind. And some of the leaked photos were actually not flattering, and I tried to unsee them. And I thought, that's not fair. It's not fair that we're seeing these things that are private, that we shouldn't be seeing in the first place. So Ben is right that there is some line when you go, this has become a public issue. Donald Sterling owns the Clippers, and there are issues relating to that now affect the players. You can't unsee or unhear the tapes of Donald Sterling in that sense. We know he did public housing discrimination. And now when you see this context, it's very relevant to all the people who still live in housing that Donald Sterling runs or work in an organization Donald Sterling owns, like the LA Clippers. So that has public ramifications. Jennifer Lawrence's breasts do not have public implications, okay? You just shouldn't hack into that or leak it. So that we're all crystal clear on.